New infrared module targets extended range surveillance and counter-UAS missions while addressing U.S. compliance needs. Teledyne FLIR OEM has announced the launch of the Neutrino SX8 ISR 50-1000, the newest addition to its Neutrino ISR series. The system is described as the longest-range thermal solution in the series to date and is designed for demanding intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. The new model features a 20x continuous zoom and is aimed at border surveillance, perimeter security, and counter-UAS operations. It expands the rebranded Neutrino ISR Series, formerly known as the Neutrino Ground ISR Series, as demand grows for longer-range sensing across security and defense-related applications. The intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance ISR market in 2026 continues to expand to accommodate new applications and changing needs. The Neutrino SX8 ISR 50-1000 is engineered to meet the most demanding long-range requirements for border surveillance, perimeter security, and counter-UAS C-UAS missions, said Jared Faraudo, Vice President of Product Management, Teledyne FLIR OEM. The Neutrino ISR 50-1000 has the longest detection, recognition, and identification (DRI) ranges in the Neutrino ISR series, with vehicle detection at 34 kilometers, recognition at 23.5 kilometers, and identification at 20 kilometers. Designed as a turnkey ISR module, the Neutrino SX8 ISR 50-1000 is positioned as a turnkey option for integrators developing mid- and long-range ISR systems. The module combines a mid-wave infrared camera with a factory-integrated continuous zoom lens. Teledyne FLIR OEM states that delivering the camera, lens, and electronics as a single system reduces development risk. The approach is intended to shorten integration timelines and lower overall system costs for manufacturers building surveillance platforms, including those deployed on uncrewed aircraft. Market-leading performance and reliability. The system uses a cooled 1280 multiplied by 1024 Neutrino SX8 mid-wave infrared sensor with an 8 pixel pitch. This configuration is designed to support high thermal sensitivity and detailed imaging at long distances. The 50mm to 1000mm continuous zoom lens is factory integrated to simplify system design and optimize performance. Cooling is provided by the Teledyne FLIR FL100 linear Stirling cooler, which has a reported mean time to failure greater than 27,000 hours. The system is backed by a 2-year warranty. Seamless integration and AI-ready architecture. To support faster development, the module includes image processing and interface electronics based on Agile Core trademark imaging electronics from Invio Designs LLC. The interface supports standard industry connections, including Gigabit Ethernet, Camera Link, and HDSDI. The Neutrino SX8 ISR 50-1000 is also Prism trademark AI-ready. This allows integrators to deploy AI models for detection, tracking, and classification tasks. Prism ISP libraries support additional processing features such as super resolution, contrast enhancement, and atmospheric turbulence mitigation. NDAA compliance and supply chain considerations. The Neutrino SX8 ISR 50-1000 is NDAA compliant and ETAR free. It is classified under U.S. Department of Commerce jurisdiction as EAR6A003B4A, providing integrators with greater flexibility when developing systems for domestic and international customers. NDAA compliance has become a practical requirement for many drone and ISR system manufacturers seeking to operate in the U.S. market. Recent actions by U.S. regulators and lawmakers have increased scrutiny on component sourcing, particularly for systems used in government, public safety, defense, and critical infrastructure applications. As a result, manufacturers around the world are reassessing supply chains to ensure continued access to U.S. customers and programs. In that environment, The availability of high performance thermal imaging solutions that also meet U.S. compliance requirements has taken on greater importance. For integrators working across commercial, dual use, and government markets, component choices increasingly need to balance technical capability with regulatory alignment. Teledyne FLIR OEM's Neutrino ISR Series reflects this shift, combining long range thermal performance with compliance characteristics that support development for the U.S. market. Integrators using the Neutrino SX8 ISR 50 to 1000 also have access to a comprehensive software development kit, documentation, and technical support from Teledyne FLIR OEM.